Jo, let's start with you. We've known for a long time, haven't we, about inequality in the workplace. Did you know that this has such a big financial impact?
Yeah, I did actually. You know, as you say, I run the Achievers Academy for Women, which is all about women business owners getting together to share their ideas and enthusiasms. So yeah, I do know that it's having an economic impact. So we do need more.
And Louise, if we've got more women to the workplace, I think it would add 0.5% to GDP, which we kind of need at the moment, don't we?
Yes, but unfortunately, I think that sexism against women actually increases in difficult economic times. We've seen that from some of the unemployment data. But yes, I mean, half of this country's human capital, half this country's brains sit in women. And it is ridiculous to just disregard that.
So is it the usual problems, Jo? We talked about flexible hours, haven't we? Talked about having children. A lot of women don't want to go back to work. Or is there a deeper issue here, do you think?
Well, I think there are issues like making childcare more flexible and having childcare available like in the evening or weekend. So, you know, that's not still available. But I think a lot of it rests within ourselves as well, about having better expectations for our own life, asking better questions, you know, saying maybe yes a little bit more and no to some of the things, and, you know, asking for help, I think, you know, because there's plenty of people that are really willing to pitch in. Sometimes we just need to ask a little bit more.
Well, I think there's ingrained corporate sexism. I think, you know, within organisations there is...
Have you come across it? I mean, you work for some very big banks, I won't name which ones, but have you come across it?
Absolutely.
That's why we don't anymore.
That's why I set up my own financial analyst and blogging business at Cooper City, because I wanted to be my own boss. There's a great expression that if you have to play by men's rules all the time, then women are doomed to fail. That's why I think women should be encouraged to set their own businesses up, because they can make their own rules.
One of the problems appears to be young girls at school don't necessarily have high ambitions. What were your ambitions when you were at school?
Well, my ambitions were to follow my dad, actually, which a lot of people did, and I went into the motor industry.
Because, Louise, you hit high levels in the banking world. Not many women have done that, have
I
they?
actually did want to go into finance, so I did achieve my goal, but I want to make, we've both got daughters, I want to make the next generation's path a lot easier, because I think we've lost the battle for this generation.
How do we do that,
I mean, the corporate world, you know, we're just sharing our stories about the corporate environment. You know, I worked in the motor industry for 15 years. I was a very senior manager, but I felt like I got different goals. I wanted different things to the rest of the company.
So
I felt like a fish out of water.
For your daughter, what's the answer? Quotas, do you think?
Well, I do think there is an area where quotas are needed. You know, there's still some FTSE companies that still haven't got women on their boards and still saying no. Having women in the organisation is just a business metric, like having, you know, your sales measures and stuff. So actually, yeah, and I think the key is having women behind quotas as well.
And in our lifetime, are we going to see equality, the equal number of CEOs who are women and men? What do you think, Louise?
I would love to think that's going to happen.
You don't seem optimistic, Jo.
Well, there was some, you know, reports I put on Twitter today. You know, when we stop making the headlines, we know we made it.
OK, good stuff, ladies. Thanks very much for joining us.